Good morning, grade 3, and welcome back to online art. I hope you had a super holiday and that you're all ready for the term to come. So today we're doing these little dinosaurs coming out of their eggs. Dinosaurs actually came out of eggs. Can you believe that something so big could come out of an egg? I suppose it's the same with crocodiles, isn't it? They come out of eggs and they grow into really big, scaly creatures. So this is our little dinosaur. I would like you to focus on a couple of things today. We're going to be learning about line, so our drawing skills. We're going to be focusing on contrast between the warm colors of the dinosaur and the cool colors of the egg. And we're going to be doing shapes in the egg. Okay, so lovely, beautiful, organic shapes for us, please. And I hope you have a lot of fun doing it. I did have a couple of technological issues this morning, so I'm sorry, please bear with me. But it should be easy to understand, and if you have any questions at all, please just pop me a message on Teams. I'm so happy to respond. All right, boys, have a wonderful day. I am going to be marking your work today that came in after the mark order, so please don't panic about that. I've had a couple of questions about whether to hand it into the notebook or into the little channels for your class. I'm happy with either. I will go through and mark both. So the notebook, I just have to mark all at once because it doesn't notify me when someone's added something new. So I'll go through and mark it, and then I won't know if someone's added in something until I go back and recheck. Okay, so that's just how the notebook works. Otherwise, boys, let's move into the lesson. I hope you have the most wonderful day. Step 1, draw your dino egg. Good morning, boys. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our egg. Now we need to draw it nice and big. So holding your pencil a little bit further up to make it nice and light, you can pretend to draw the egg on the paper first. So pretend to draw an egg shape, and then you put your pencil on the paper and draw an egg shape. Now you can go over a couple of times just to get the right shape that you like, and then we're going to go over it in marker. Please don't worry if you don't have a marker, you can go over it in a black twisty or a crayon. So I'm going to do that quickly. So I've got this line, and I'm going to go over him in marker. Right, so now I've done my egg shape. I'm going to rub out my practice pencil. Okay, boys, now that I have done my egg, just remember it doesn't have to be perfect, just try your best. Once I've done the egg, filling up my piece of paper, I'm going to color it in using cool colors. So cool colors are colors like greens and blues and purples as well. We will use all of these colors today. And then once we've finished coloring in cool colors, we're going to cut it out and then we can do our dinosaur. Please draw organic shapes and then color them in. Remember, organic shapes are wibbly wobbly shapes. Okay, so now I have done my egg and I've done different shapes. I decided that the purple did look very nice in there, so I've added in the purple. And these are all cool colors, the greens, the blues, the purple. And I've done them in organic shapes. So organic shapes are more free shapes. They're shapes that we don't really have a name for. So wibbly wobbly shapes are organic shapes. Can you see this one here? So now I'm going to cut out this egg and then we're going to start on our dinosaur. Time to draw our dino. Sorry, boys, so it doesn't look like my video of this actually saved, which is really sad. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a step-by-step again over here to show you how to create this dinosaur. So I have put a step-by-step in the general folder. You're welcome to use that. Here are the first 3 steps and here are the second 3 steps. You're welcome to pause if you need to. And if you need some help, you can follow along with this as well. So you're going to do your eye as an oval. And your smile is going to come all the way from just below your eye to where you want your nose to start. Then, from where our smile ends, we're going to go upwards. And we're going to form a bump over the eye. So that's the nose. And then we're going to make a bump over the eye and go all the way to the bottom of the page. Can you see? He's got a bumpy nose and it goes all the way down now. Then we're going to work on our bottom jaw. So I'm going to stick this down, around. Okay, so it's going to go around like that, like a J sort of shape. And it's going to come down and then all the way to the bottom like that. Okay, now the fun part, we can draw in the teeth. So I'm going to draw some jaggedy teeth. Nice big teeth for my big dinosaur. I'm going to add in a tiny little tooth here and then a bigger tooth over here. Now I need to add in his nose, so I'm going to add in a little boomerang shape here. And once you've done that, we actually just need to do the claws or the feet of the dinosaur. So you're going to make a W. And you're going to join this one to the bottom and that one to the bottom. And you're going to make another W. And it's going to go down to the bottom and down to the bottom again. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you how to do this on the side because it's important for you to know. Just a note, please remember you're welcome to use whatever you have available at home. So you can use crayons or twisties, whatever you have, okay? So if you have twisties or wax crayons or something like that, you're more than welcome to use those. So we're going to do little yellow dots all the way down. I'm going to draw a nice big one here and here. And I like yellow as a color. I think it's beautiful and happy and bright. So I'm going to keep going all the way down the neck of the dinosaur. You can put some half circles to show that there's half a circle, that it's going, there's part of the circle that you can't see. So another one, half a circle, circles all the way down. And I'm making them get a little bit smaller as they go further down. And let's put in a half circle here, maybe one up here. He's like a happy, spotty dinosaur. Right, now, once I've done that, and I'm happy with how it looks, I'm going to paint. Now, if you don't have paint, please don't panic. I have painted this one, and you can see that the yellow comes through the paint. That's called wax resist. In this case, I've used watercolor, so it's watercolor resist. The twisty and the pastels are made of something special, and it doesn't let water stick on it, which is why we get this lovely effect. So I'm not going to paint the whole thing because you can see what it's supposed to look like here. I'm just going to show you what it looks like when our water, so I'm going to paint in red, goes over. Isn't that such a beautiful, cool effect? I love watercolor resist. I think it's so much fun, and I cannot wait to teach you in class. I can't wait to be there with you while you're doing this. So I'm going to paint my dinosaur. Boys, if you don't have paint at home, please don't panic. You're welcome to use your twisties or your crayons or whatever you have available to you. I just need to teach you some of these techniques, and I don't know when we're going to be going back to school, so I need to teach them to you while we're online. Okay, so please don't panic. I'm very happy if you do it in crayon. I would just like you to see what it looks like when we do add paint to the oil pastel, or it'll work similarly with your twisties as well. Okay, I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to actually cut out this dinosaur, I think, just because for the sake of time, now that you've seen what the wax resist and everything looks like. So I'm going to stop it here, and we can move on to the cutting part. Next step is that we are going to cut our egg in half, but we need to do zigzag lines. So we're not going to draw on the side with color. We're going to turn our paper around, and halfway down the egg, remember we measure, we are going to draw zigzag lines. They don't have to be exact or perfect at all. It just has to look like an egg has cracked open. Okay, so we're going to draw in pencil at the back, because no one's going to see what's happening at the back, and we can get our shapes and lines right. There we go. And now we're going to cut it along the line. So I'm going to come from this side and cut here, down that line, along that line, along this line, back up this line, and to the end of our paper. Now we've got a cut egg like this, and we can put our dinosaur inside him. Okay, so once you've done that, you've got your dinosaur, and we're gonna stick our dinosaur into the egg like this. Okay, we're gonna maybe over here, have him there, and you can stick him to the back using either glue or some tape, whichever you have. So if you have tape, you can use that. Maybe let me zoom out a little bit for you. So if you've got tape, you can use tape and stick your dinosaur down here. Or if you've got glue, you're welcome to use glue, whichever you've got available at home. Okay, so I'm going to just get some tape and stick it down here. Make sure he's stuck nicely for me. There we go. There's my dinosaur sticking out. Maybe I should add a little bit more tape on the edges so he sticks nicely and properly. Please remember, you can stick him with glue. There we go. Nice stuck dinosaur. Once you've done that, you're going to get your glue, and you need to stick your hands onto the dinosaur to make him look like he's holding on to the eggshell like this. So I'm going to pause here, glue my dinosaur down, and then I'll show you the next step. Finally, we need to stick the top of the eggshell onto the bottom one. Okay, now I've done my dinosaur coming out of the egg. He's quite a big dinosaur, isn't he? Looks like he's already tried to climb out a little bit. So let me just show you quickly. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue this part of the egg to this other side. You can use a little brass fastener if you've got one at home, something that you can use so you can actually move the egg. But I don't have anything like that at home, and I'm just going to glue him down like this. So he looks like he's just hatched, so maybe a little bit further out like that. So he looks like he's just hatched and he's just adventuring into the world. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on the corner here. So I can stick my eggshell like this. And if it's not sticking properly and it's maybe looks like a little bit like it's going to fall off, I can just get a little bit of tape and tape it down as well, just to ensure that it's nice and secure. And there we have it, boys. We have our dinosaur escaping from its egg, well, hatching from its egg. Here you go. Here's the front view of our dinosaur. Look how he's holding onto his shell. I've made my dinosaur nice and big. If you make your dinosaur a little bit smaller, he'll actually look like he's just hatched out of his egg. So you can choose which kind of style you'd like. And that's all for today, boys. It is learning about warm colors. So the red and the yellow is a warm color. These are warm colors, and all these colors over here are cool colors. We've learned about shapes. So all of these shapes on the egg are organic shapes, and we've learned about lines, drawing using lines. All right, so boys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the lesson, and I'm so looking forward to seeing your dinosaur.